right, good evening, everyone. Welcome tonight on the Speaker Show. All right, so first of all, I want to tell you thank you so much for joining the speaker show this evening. I welcome each and every one of you because tonight we're going to have a good time. Trust me, we're going to have a good time. And tonight is going to be different. We're going to be having open conversation where you guys are going to be dropping your comment for me. You're going to drop your questions and then we're going to have a good time tonight. All right. So before I go further, let me tell you a little bit about the speaker show. Now, once again, welcome on the Speaker Show. The Speaker Show is a place of inspiration, motivation, where minds are being liberated through reasoning. So, on the Speaker Show, we inspire, we help you out. We help you, we inspire you, we coach you. Accountability, that is what the Speaker Show is for. To help you because we believe that each and everyone deserve a better life. Each and everyone has a purpose and it has to be fulfilled. And you can't do that on your own. You need the right platform. You need the right source in order for you to get that done. So it doesn't matter where you're coming from. It doesn't matter your ethnicity. It doesn't matter who you are. Everyone needs to have the right platform in order for them to excel in whatever they are doing. So that is what the Speaker Show is for. So I welcome each and every one of you one more time. And before I go further, let me tell you, I'm the host of the Speaker Show, Niniola Fatai. So I welcome each and every one of you again. All right. So tonight, okay. So I actually want us to have a good time because there's a question on my mind that has been boiling, and I want to trade out to each and every one of you. Let me know what you think about it so we can have an open conversation. Okay, so but first, I want to tell to all the viewers, to all my wonderful fan, who has been enjoying the Speaker Show. I want to take the time out to say a very big thank you to each and every one of you. We have now had 2,000 plus followers, subscribers. Honestly, that can't be done without you guys. So I just want to take the time to say a very, very big thank you. And I know we're going great. All right. I know we're going great. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you. I love you. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your consistency being here with me all the time. And I hope, that the Speaker Show continues to deliver, that thing or whichever area, that you expect, individually. All right, so let's get into what we want to talk about tonight because I am super, super excited. Now, the question is, who determines the future? So this is something that I actually have been kind of contemplating about. I've been thinking about. Who thinks about the future? Who determines the future? Who tells you this is what the future is? Who tells you this is how far you can go? What is your perspective about the future? Most times we hear the future, the future, the future, the future. And I can guarantee you that a lot of people, 70% of people believe that they have not yet experienced the future yet. 70% of people believe, out of my research, that they are not living the future yet. And the question is, okay, if you are open and then saying the future, the future, the future, and you're saying yet you haven't experienced the future because of the illusion that until everything is rosy, until everything is perfect, until everything is working according to the way you want it, then that's when you are experiencing the future. But I'm here to tell you that's a lie. Because if you think about it this way, a young girl that I tell at a young age, or even a young boy, oh, you're going to get married when you get older. When you're in the future, that's what the parent says. In the future, you're going to get married. Okay, in the future, you're going to get married. They're talking about, okay, in 20 years, or maybe in 25 years, or maybe in 15 years. Let's say apparently you're in your 20s, you're looking up to that's the time that you're going to get married. Okay, now that young person is looking at 20 something years old, I'm going to get married. That's the future that little person, that little girl, that little boy is looking up to. Now, in the future, the person might end up getting a beautiful wife, having beautiful children and having a wonderful family wonderful home. And at the same time, you can see someone that ends up becoming a single father in that age, in that time, in the future. You can see someone else that, maybe the mother, maybe a single mother, because they didn't plan for it. But yet, the reality is that everyone experienced the future. So tell me, why do we keep saying the future? The future, because most time we mix it up with the hope. So the future, the future, the future. Yet the young folks are already experiencing the future. You're already experiencing the future. That's the reality. Whatever your parents have done then, either your parents did good or they did bad, they always tell them that, when your children get older, they see the children as the future. But yet you are older, you're in your 30s, you're in your 20s, you're in your 40s, you're in your 50s. You are already living in the future for your parents. But yet, we still keep this mindset that the future hasn't happened yet. The future is still something that we're looking forward to. So, here is my home for you, my intake. If we start changing our perspective about it, if we start changing about how we think about the future, if we start giving a timeline, we measure it. Okay, in the next 10 years, this is what you're going to achieve, this is what you're going to do, then I think that's going to bring better results. We'll see young folks doing great things, because why? They are planning their life. In the next 10 years of your life, this is what you want to do, this is what you want to achieve. It gives a better perspective about life. You plan. So when you plan, it's easy for you to walk into it. It's easy for you to pat yourself in the back if it doesn't work out the way you expected them to work, or the way you've planned it to be. If it doesn't work out that way, you are still okay. You know you are experiencing that thing that you've planned for yourself. So it is important that, we start thinking big when it comes to the future. Stop sitting down. We've seen people in the church, churches, for example, that they will be in the church for 10, 20 years, 30 years, and they're still looking unto God. Why are they still looking unto God? They're hoping that the future is going to be great. So tell me, someone who has been in the church for 20 years and still hoping in the future. So is it at that age had another 20 years? Is it when they get to their 60 or when they get to their 70, they're going to experience the future? So we need to start thinking. These are the questions that we need to start asking ourselves. These are the things that we need to start passing down to the generation so they can do it. So they don't have to expect the future to come and keep hoping and hoping and hoping. But if they can plan, either it works out well, it doesn't work out well, they can look at themselves that, okay, in the next 10 years, okay, the 10 years that I set for myself now is not working, is not okay, everything that I wanted, I didn't get it, which is okay. In the next 10 years, this is what I want to plan for myself. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to achieve. And then you put hope to back it up and see what the result is going to be. So I think most of the problems that is happening in the society is our mind, what we've been taught, what we've been told. These are the things that shapes our perspective about life. And if we start if we start changing that, I think we're going to have a better society with young folks doing wonderful things with greater results. If everyone can start measuring the future, they can start measuring years for themselves in order to succeed, in order to do well in their life. So we're going to be diving into so many other points. And please don't forget, please, drop your comments, drop your questions tonight, please, because I want us to really, really talk about it. If you feel there's something different about what I'm saying, that you feel that, no, this is what actually it should be, this is what you think about it, please, by all means, drop your question, drop your comment. Let's talk about it, because when you are able, education is the most important thing. And education is not about you just going to school and getting the degree. That's not where education ends. It's the reality of the things that you learn about shaping your mind and what you take into, because what you take it is what you become. So the education apparently for the school is not really what you're going to become. It is what is inside your mind. That's what you're going to become, what you put in. is exactly the kind of result that you are going to be getting. So, I'm going to be talking about some other few points tonight that I just felt that it is very, very important. And, when we talk about what determines the future as well, we can look at our choices. For example, like I said about the other time, every choices you make is like you're planting a seed. So the book you read, or the book that you're looking forward, or the book that you're planning, to read, that's the way you can look at the choices when it comes to determining a future. The people you talk to, the habits you build for yourself. Like I said, that the mindset, the things, the revolution of the things that you've taken in, that you want to reform, you want to rebuild, you want to change your mind. These seeds will grow into you for your tomorrow. These seeds are going to determine how your tomorrow is going to be. So it is important that you put in something good for yourself. Just like I said before, imagine a man that says, I have a child today. In the next 10 years, in the next 10 years, by the time my child becomes 10, or by the time my child becomes 15 years old, this is what I'm going to be doing in my life. This is the things that I'm going to do. I'm going to have this beautiful home. I'm going to have this beautiful nice car. I'm going to be running a business. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing that. That's the person's goal. That's what they plan, and they see that to be the future. Now, think about it. When the child becomes 15 years, you will still hear people tell you that they still haven't experienced the future. They're still waiting for the future. I think something is getting wrong in our mindset, because the reality is that the future is staring right into you. It now determines what you want to make of it in the next phase of your life. But we need to face it. Either you choose to be lazy, either you choose to work hard, whichever one you choose, you are definitely going to reap the result, and you can measure that result. If you choose to discipline yourself, you will definitely harvest greatly. So plan, measure, so excuse me, plan and measure, because your choice are like steering a ship. If you keep turning the wheel, even slightly, honestly speaking, I'm telling you, you will end up in a completely different destination if you don't steer it in the proper direction, in the proper way that you want. So the choice is yours. What determines the future? It is you that determines your future. It is you that determines what you want to become. It's not the society. The society will tell you this is the expectation they expect from you. It is now left to you to work with that or rebrand yourself. The choice is yours. At the end of the day, think about it. Have you ever heard anyone tell you that, okay, you became, this person became really poor. This person became really, you know, lazy because of the society. Did you, when it's bad, do you think they blame it on the society? When it's good is when they blame it on the society. That's when they said, oh, it's the society, it's the society. The reality is that the choice is yours. And another thing again that I want you to understand is that sometimes circumstances even shape individuals. Just like I said, with the example that I gave, with a young girl or a young boy that decided that, or that the parent decided that by the time you get to your 20s or you get to your 30s, you're going to have a family, you're going to have kids, you're going to have a good job. If it doesn't work out that way. So sometimes circumstances shape who we become later in life. But that doesn't define who you are. And I'm talking about you measuring now. Life isn't always fair. So when you measure your game properly, when you tell yourself that, okay, in this time that I am right now, because I'll tell you that a 60-year-old man will still tell you that I'm still hoping for the future. That's the truth. 70-year-old man will still tell you I'm looking to the future. But hey, wait, what future are you looking on to that you haven't experienced? So life isn't always fair. There will be storm in the process of you measuring Either 10 years, either 15 years. Disappointment will come, failure will come, even betrayers will come. You don't always control what happens to you, but you can always control what happens within you. Because what happens around you, you can't control. But you yourself, you can control. So when you are able to take this, you can measure fairly and see what the result is going to be for you. Think about a storm, for example. Two boats. Two boats, for example. Two boats can be in the same storm. One can sink and the other won't. The question is, what makes the difference? Is it the preparation and the response, or the lack of preparation and response? Let's think. I want you to think outside of the box. I want you to think beyond, where you are right now. I want you to think. Because if you can think, whatever you can think, you can become it. I'm telling you. If you are convinced in your heart that, I'm going to be successful, you will be successful. If you say to yourself that I'm going to become a doctor, no matter what happens, no matter the challenges, no matter the adversary that you come across, you're still going to achieve whatever you set your mind that you want to achieve. And that's the reality. So many things will shape you. So many situations have shaped you into who you are right now. If I ask each and every one of you looking at me right now, who are you? What are the things that defines you yourself? The truth is, all these little things shapes you into who you are. So please, don't let us be brainwashed with waiting for the future when everything becomes blossom, when everything becomes wonderful. The reality is that it won't always be like that. And understanding that the future is staring right at you, you can make the best at wherever you are, whatever the circumstances that you have right now. You can set a goal for yourself. You can measure it. So you can have a proper planning, proper preparation will get you to where you need to be. Because if you don't have a good preparation, honestly, one is going to be stuck. And when you measure, you can prepare. And another thing is this, is that I really see that it's very, very common, is that other people around us actually influence who we are. The people you surround yourself with, they will also influence you, either positively or negatively. The truth is, at this phase that you are right now, the circumstances, wherever you are right now, I want you to check yourself. Ask yourself some questions. Who are the people that you surround yourself with? I was looking at the video on TikTok, and this guy called like a couple of people, and then he said, okay, who in your contact, who amongst, like, who are within among 5 set of people, who can you call to send you $1 million right now, and the person would do it? And some of those people were like, oh, I have this person, I can call this person, I can call this person. But my question is this for you as well. Who can you call when you are in need? Who can answer you when you say, this is what is happening, this is what I need to happen? You need to ask yourself some questions, because people will influence you just like the society. Society will influence you one way or the other. So you just need to make a right choice, right decision about your future, because you make the decision. You are the one that have the power over your future. So if you want to keep waiting and waiting and waiting, life moves forward. That's the truth. Whether you are ready or not, time keeps moving. Technology changes. I'm telling you, we can see what has happened. I remember back then when I was like around 6-7 years old. It's not the same thing now. If you look at a 6-7 year old, it's different. The mindset is different. The technology wise is different. Now they use tablet. Back in the days, we can't even use tablet. Do we even know what tablets were? And the truth is just that things are changing. So the more you keep waiting, you're wasting your time. Opportunities will come and go, and the world will keep moving forward. But the question is, will you be moving forward when everyone is moving forward? Or will you just be stuck there and be waiting for the future that you are not even preparing for, that you are not working towards, but you're just hoping, sitting down, hoping, and say things are going to change? It's like a man that they've said, oh, you know what? Your future is so bright. You're going to become wonderful. You're going to become great. Please, if that person doesn't walk towards it, I can guarantee you that the person will never experience it. Even if the person is going to experience it, it won't be to the peak of the point that that the person had the opportunity to be able to do it, because there has been lack of preparation. So things keep moving. Those who keep learning, growing, adapting, I'm telling you, these people will always and always find a place in the future. Those who resist change will be left behind, because the clock, it never stops. You can't afford to stand still or stand behind. You gotta walk. You gotta be ready. See this word future. You gotta sit down and question yourself about the word future. What is the future? You need to sit down and think deeply and give yourself a deep thought and ask yourself realistic questions so you can make changes. You wonder why people are given opportunities and they still don't realize that there's opportunity staring in front of them. It's because they don't know. Because I can guarantee you that if they knew, they would have done better. They would have made better decisions, better choices. But just because they don't have any idea, they don't know. So you have the opportunity to do great. You have the opportunity to do better. And that is why tonight, you listening to me, I just don't want you to listen to me, but I want you to sit down and think, ask yourself questions. If this topic resonates with you, please sit down and ask yourself questions. You need to plan, because time keep moving forward. Time wait for no man. Time and future, they are like this. They are like this. Close. And to top it up and to end this tonight, I can't finish this without not having faith, destiny, divine will. Because these are very, very important. I know I've talked a little bit about it, but I need to let you know that, for many people, the future is just about human effort. That's what they believe in. That's what they believe. But I'll tell you, it is also about a divine guidance. Who is the source that you seek? Who is who is the person that you go back to and lean towards? Very important. Your spirituality, very important. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. You can be a Christian, you can be a Muslim, you can be Hindu. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But you need to have a divine guidance that you lean towards. You can plan, you can prepare, but sometimes things unfold beyond your control. And that is where faith comes in. And like I said, if you can measure within that 10 years, you lean upon hope, upon faith to what you want to achieve, there's going to be a better world. There's going to be it's going to be a better place for each and every one than just sitting down and hoping and time is going and waiting for no one. So I'll tell you that believing is one of the highest power in destiny. If you want to fulfill your purpose, you need to have a divine guidance that you lean towards. that gives you strength when all your plans when they fall apart. Because I want you to understand that setback sometimes can even be for something greater. When you believe, when you understand your spirituality, the person, that you seek, that is bigger than anyone, you will have a greater understanding. It will help you to understand. I was listening to Tyler Perry, and someone was asking him, that, what would you say about your failures, about the things that you've gone through? And you know what he said? He said, I don't have enemy. I don't have enemies. All the things that I've been through, they were just purpose. They were all there to prepare him to where he needed to be. So he didn't see them as an obstacles. Rather, he saw them as preparation. He saw them as something that propelled him to get to the place that he is today. And I want you to keep the same mindset. And that can only happen. That can only happen when you have a divine guidance that you lean towards. Your faith level, your spirituality, those things are very, very, very important. And I just want to tell you that, thank you for listening to me. I'll be honest with you, because this is something that has really been on my mind. And I felt that we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. It's very important that we talk about it. So I just want to say thank you for listening to me. But understand one thing before you leave here today with me. Understand that your choices shapes you. Circumstances test you. People will influence you, good or bad. And understand that time moves, and don't wait for anyone. And most importantly, faith will strengthen you with your belief. So the future isn't it's not written on a stone. It is written in action. So don't wait for it. Don't keep hoping. Stop complaining about it. Stop being fearful. Because either you like it or not, either you are conscious or not, you are experiencing it and you will experience it. It's the reality. So the choice are all in your hand. What you want to make out of it, it's all in your hands. So I just want to say that, you guys have been wonderful. You guys have been amazing. And thank you to all my beautiful followers that they are here, that they've been asking questions. The future present itself in the present time. How can setback help one grow? I'm telling you, setback can help you grow if you can change your mind. If you see every obstacle, if you see every setback as an opportunity for you to grow, when you sit down and you ask yourself, okay, what happened that this thing didn't work the way I expected it to? Why did this thing, what went wrong? What did I not do right? If you can ask yourself these questions, I think you're going to find the answer. You will realize that there are better ways that you can do it. So everything is just in preparation, in preparation, in preparation. You just have to keep preparing. Yes. And truly, someone said, future is about human effort. Oh, future is about human effort. What any effort towards your tomorrow you will get into the future on her way. Okay. So someone dropped that comment. All right. So, and our tomorrow is now. Our future is this moment. I love that. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that a lot. Yes, that is absolutely true. And that's why I said, what we make out of it now matters a lot. How we see it now It matters a lot. So I just want to say it's 30 minutes. My time is up. It's wonderful. If you leave me, I'm gonna keep talking. But I just want to tell you that it is very, very important that you take the time to think deep so you can find answers to the questions that they are within you. And sorry, please, there's any question that I've not been able to answer, we can always answer it later and they will respond to you, and then we can respond also in the comment section. So because of our time, we just have to round up and just go. I didn't know that I was going to be taking all the time. So, and I'm so sorry about that. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining the speaker show. And once again, I want to say big congratulations to us. I started with that and I'm going to be ending with that tonight. The subscribers, each and every one of you, we're right at 2K and we're going forward and moving forward. And I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. You guys are wonderful. You guys are amazing. Without you guys, I won't be here. So I just want to say thank you very, very much for your support. I love you all. Thank you. And I remain your one and only host on the speaker show, Nini Olafatai. But please, do not forget to share and share and share the video with your friends, with your loved ones. Just share with them. If you cannot share the whole video with them, if you think it's going to be too much, you can cut on YouTube. You can cut yourself and share that little clip, maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes or whatever, somewhere that captivate your mind, somewhere that, that really resonate with you. You can send it to that person, and they can watch the full video on their own. So please, let's just make the effort to just share the video. Let's keep sharing. And I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. And I will see you all next week, Friday. All right. Without being said, I want to say thank you very much. So go and have a good evening. And I remain your host, your one and only, Nini Olafatai. Thank you for tonight. And bye now. I'll see you again.